I spent over 50 hours studying the book Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdaal. In under 15 minutes, I'll break down everything that I learned into 7 practical strategies that you can apply right now to make it more enjoyable to work on the things that matter to you. You can also get the full book summary for free using the link below. Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Mari. I'm a doctor turned lifestyle entrepreneur. In this channel, I talk about tools and strategies to help you create a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life by spending your time and energy more intentionally. I recently read Ali's book, Feel Good Productivity. I've been following Ali for over 5 years now, and he's had a massive influence on my life. So I was very much looking forward to reading his book. The book introduces game-changing and science-based strategies to help us achieve more success by enjoying more the work that we do. The main thesis of the book is that the secret to productivity isn't discipline, it is joy. The discipline method is about forcing yourself to do the work to achieve success. The feel-good method, on the other hand, is about enjoying yourself while doing the work to achieve success. The book has 3 parts with 3 chapters each. In each chapter, Ali presents 6 experiments which are basically strategies to help us enjoy more our work. I created a detailed summary of the book using that same structure, and you can get it for free using the link below. It only takes about 15 minutes to read. After studying this book for over 50 hours, I am going to share 7 actionable steps that you can apply right now to make it more enjoyable to work on the things that matter to you. The first strategy is the 12-month celebration, and this really helps you figure out what is it that matters to you, what is it that you actually want to improve in your life. Think about the different areas of your life, your work, health, and relationships. Imagine meeting up your best friend 12 months from now to celebrate your progress in these different areas of life. What would you like to tell them you have accomplished? And what would you have done over this period of time to have such results? So this is basically how you can define your yearly goals. Maybe you're celebrating the fact that you lost 20 pounds because you picked up running, or even that you got a promotion in work because you completed an important course. Keep this in mind because we will refine these goals in the next strategy. Strategy number 2 is to set nice goals. NICE stands for near-term, input-based, controllable, and energizing. And by near-term, Ali means a daily or weekly time horizon. I stands for input-based, which basically means setting goals based on actions and habits that you can actually take instead of results that you expect to achieve. C stands for controllable, which is all about ensuring that it is under your control to achieve that goal and that it is realistic for you considering your life commitments. Finally, E stands for energizing, which is about integrating play, power, and people. Let's refine those 2 goals by taking a nice approach. So lose 20 pounds become exercise for 30 minutes daily, focusing on activities that are enjoyable and manageable. Get a promotion becomes dedicate an hour each week to improving one skill or networking with industry professionals. If you thought of setting goals before but never got around to actually doing it, or maybe you actually wrote down some goals but never followed through with your plan, I have an invitation for you. I'm running a free workshop on goal setting and planning later this month. You can sign up or watch the video recording using the link in the description below. Strategy number 3 is the crystal ball method. This is a great strategy for identifying the obstacles and challenges you may face. Imagine you're meeting up with your best friend 12 months from now again, but this time you didn't achieve your goals. Try to guess what were the top reasons why you didn't achieve your goals. Write down the top 3 and ask yourself who could help you Or what could make it easier for you to overcome those obstacles? Now, I know from experience that the top 3 reasons people say they didn't achieve their goals are: first up is time. They say they couldn't find the time to do the work. Second is energy. Maybe they did have the time to do it, but they couldn't find energy to do it. Third is procrastination. Maybe they had the time, they had the energy, but they decided to spend those on other things. They just got distracted, life got in the way when they realized the time had gone by. The next 3 strategies are about addressing these possible challenges. If you made this far into the video, I'm sure you will love reading the full book summary. You can learn all productivity strategies that Ali presented in the book in under 15 minutes. Click the link below to claim your free access now. Strategy 4 is to make time. Ali presents different methods that you can use to make the time to do the things that are important to you. And I really like the way he considers different levels of planning. Level 0 is the implementation intention, which is when you say, when next, I'll do Y. As an example, when I wake up, I'll go to the gym or go for a run. Level 1 is to block specific tasks. For example, you may say, I'll join a co-working session from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to work on my assignment or do my taxes. Level 2 is when you time block your whole day. As an example, you may say 7 to 8 a.m. is for exercising, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is for breakfast and family time, 9 a.m. to 12 is for work, and so on. Level 3 is when you time block your whole week. This way you can create an ideal, ordinary week in your life. And this ideal week should reflect your professional and personal goals and priorities. Ali claims that time blocking isn't about creating a rigid schedule that stresses you out. On the contrary, it's about creating a structure to ensure that you dedicate time to the things that are most important to you. I tried this concept before, so I created my ideal ordinary week and tried following that routine for a couple of months. I personally found it really helpful to have that structure, especially because I work from home and by myself. So having that structure really helped me get in a productive flow. I would say that I was able to follow my ideal ordinary week for about 80 to 90% of the time, but I wouldn't be stressed out if I wasn't able to follow it. That was just a helpful structure, something to strive for. I shared my ideal ordinary daily routine as a vlog in the channel. I'll leave a link up here if you want to check it out. Strategy 5 is to get energy. Ali recommends that we get energy from the 3 P's: play, power, and people. The first P is play, and this is all about enjoying the journey over the destination. Ali suggests approaching work with sincerity, which focuses on completing each task, rather than seriousness, which focuses on getting the task done so you can enjoy the results of it. He suggests 2 very interesting questions that you can keep in mind while doing your tasks during the day. The first one is, what would this look like if it were fun? Maybe consider adding some music, a drink, or even just a sense of humor. Whenever I find that I'm taking work too seriously, I think about this question and try to just take work with a sincerity approach. The second question is, what's today's quest going to be? And this really helps me follow my curiosity and improve my skills. And the whole thesis here around play is that by learning to enjoy the process, not the outcome, you can make even the most mundane tasks more enjoyable. The second P is power, and to me this is all about approaching our tasks as if they are a blessing rather than a burden. Here Ali talks about ownership. Taking ownership is about exercising the last of the human freedoms, which is your attitude towards your circumstances. Sometimes in life we don't get to choose what to do, but we can choose how we do it. So it's about changing our mindset from I have to do this to I get to do this, or even I'm blessed to be doing this. And I know this is much easier said than done, but next time you're about to complain and say that you have to do this thing, try to think from the positive side and be thankful that you have that thing to do, because that takes you closer to where you want to go. There's this quote that pretty much summarizes this point. It goes, "It is not the load that breaks you, it is how you carry it." Sometimes the reason why you're not excited about doing something is not because of what you're doing, it is because of how you're doing it. So try to take ownership of the situation and think of ways you can make it more enjoyable for you to do the tasks that you need to do. The third P is people, and this is all about working together with others rather than alone. And here Ali gives some brilliant advice on communicating with others. I don't quite have time to cover it in this video, so do make sure to check it out in the full book summary. Strategy 6 is about beating procrastination. And here Ali discusses motivation and discipline. These are traditional methods for being productive. However, Ali claims that these don't address the root cause of procrastination. To him, the root cause of procrastination is bad mood, which is the opposite of feel good. And to solve it, you need to identify the emotional barrier to your good mood. And he proposes that the causes fall into uncertainty, fear, or inertia. I want to highlight 3 specific techniques for beating procrastination that I found absolutely brilliant. The first technique is to ask yourself, what's the next action? So here you want to really break down into micro steps the thing that you need to do. For example, let's say you're procrastinating cleaning your room. By asking yourself what's the next action, you might say, okay, I'll just put away a few things that are on my desk. And as you get the ball rolling, as you get moving and doing the thing, you're gonna get more motivated to keep going, and the next thing, when you realize it, you have cleaned your whole room. Sometimes all we need to do to complete a daunting task is to make the very first step something super easy. And by keeping asking yourself what's the next action, that's gonna help you complete the whole thing. The second technique is about choosing your identity labels carefully. So next time you find yourself identifying with a negative label, try to think of a more positive way you could identify. Instead of saying, I'm not good at running, you could say, I'm working on improving my running. Or maybe instead of saying, I'm always late, you could say, I'm working on my time management skills. The third technique is to track your progress. I love using habit trackers because they provide a tangible evidence that I'm moving towards my goals. And there's actually scientific evidence to prove that tracking your progress increases your chances of achieving your goals. I'll leave a link below for my 50-day habit tracker if you want to use it to achieve your goals. Strategy number 7 is about dealing with failure. Next time you catch yourself being distracted from the thing you said you wanted to do, just use the mantra, begin again. So let's say you're working on your assignment and then you find yourself scrolling on social media for the past 5 minutes. Then you have 2 options. You can go for the failing with abandon. Oh well, I've spent 5 minutes on social media, I might as well just spend the next 3 hours scrolling. Or you can choose to course correct, which is basically using the mantra, let's begin again. Leave your phone there and go do something else. So next time you find yourself falling off track, just use the mantra, let's begin again. And this works every time, from scrolling on social media to not following through with your gym program. Just use the mantra, let's begin again, and get back on track. And my favorite part of the book is about forgiving yourself. So the act of beating yourself up is actually a much bigger issue than not following through with your plans. And he proposes a very nice framework to reframe this. It goes, I didn't do X, but I did do Y. As an example of how you could use this framework, you can say, I didn't get to finish my job application, but I did spend some quality time with my partner. And by using this framework, you refocus your mind from obsessing over the losses to celebrating the small wins. Thank you for watching until the end. Make sure to download the chapter-by-chapter summary to learn more strategies from Feel Good Productivity. Sign up to the free workshop or watch the video recording if you want my help in setting realistic goals and creating an actionable plan to change your life in 2024. If you enjoyed this video, you will love my 15-minute planning video where I shared my secrets to progress towards my goals. I hope to see you there. Bye!